Hey everyone, it's been a while, but I'm excited to share a series of videos from my recent trip to New York. I had the opportunity to spend a couple of weeks on Staten Island, and I've made several trips into Manhattan. Also, you might have noticed a new name for the channel, Snakey Tales. There is a little bit of a backstory to Snake with nods to iconic characters and the vibrant internet culture of 2000s. But I'm gonna save the full story behind the nickname for another day. Alright, let's get into the first part of this New York journey. And right off the bat, waking up to those reflections of the sun on the wall, there was a ridiculous amount of sun. Yeah, I live in the Netherlands and this autumn has been particularly gloomy and dark. Don't get me wrong, as a typical depressed white male, I kinda enjoyed such weather, but honestly, this time I felt like a bit too much even for me. So, on that first afternoon, I spent my time walking around the neighborhood, enjoying the last days of the fall season and finishing up a roll of badly stored and expired Kodak Portra 400. So, don't judge the almost non-existent shadows here and there too harshly. Okie doke, time to load a new roll of Kodak Gold. And yeah, for that trip I went with my Nikon FM3A and the beloved Holy Trinity of lenses 28, 40 and 135mm. This setup is pretty lightweight and doesn't take up much space, which I really love. The Ricoh GR1s is almost invisible in my pocket and the rest fits perfectly into a small sling bag. Whoa, hold up there, not so fast. The Manhattan part is coming up. But first, we're taking another lap around the neighborhood. We are on the hunt for the perfect by sunset to wrap up the day. Stay tuned for the city chapter later in this video. Okay, you see a rubble and then you suddenly just want to shake things up a bit, right? That's probably why I decided to give those birds a nudge into the air. Not sure if it made for the perfect shot, but I guess you'll be the judge of that. that's day one done. No epic sunset to chase, so we just called it and went home getting ready for Manhattan in a few days. Also, I had this idea to hit up B&H Photovideo store for some Cinestill 800T film for the night shots, and since I didn't pack it up to avoid the X-ray drama at the airport. That morning greeted us with sunshine too, and since neither of us can drive, yeah, no licenses, we embraced the life of the carless American, getting by on public transport. Luckily for us, New York has its options. They are not the flashiest, but they get you where you need to go. So, yeah, sure, the express buses between Manhattan and Staten Island are the smoothest ride, going back and forth pretty regularly, but from a photographer's viewpoint, a bus just a bus. So what I was really after was that raw, rusty side of New York's infrastructure. That's the stuff I needed for my shots. Next up, we hopped off the metro and onto the Staten Island ferry. Just like that, in about half an hour, we moved from the metro station to the city. Once we got there, we were instantly hit with the awe of towering skyscrapers, the constant hum of noise and people. People everywhere, no escaping it. This was my first time in the area, but for some reason it felt a little bit more comfortable this time. Maybe it was the off-season or perhaps the shift to work-from-home policies, and the streets weren't as packed. During this trip, I even found myself thinking, hey, maybe living in Manhattan or Brooklyn isn't too bad these days. But let's be real, these were just passing thoughts. Right now, my mind's more set on the idea that living alone in the forest is way better. Anyway, enough of my ramblings. I hope you enjoy my take on this slice of Manhattan. I tried to capture and convey the vibe of the day just as I experienced it. On our way to B&H, we thought we'd check out some perfume stores. They are conveniently close to each other. And hey, if you're not a fan of coriander, stay away from me. Just kidding. But seriously, no coriander love, no friendship. Speaking of pigs, there is a saying, a pig will always find the mud. And speaking of finding things, I finally made it there, the one and only B&H PhotoVideo. And the cool part, they're still showing some love to the film photography community with a solid range of film stocks. Since I had already placed my order online and was just waiting for pickup, I took the chance to compare the king of legacy mechanical Nikon cameras, the FM3A, with the sleek new Nikon ZF. Maybe one day, if film photography ever winds down and I'm still kicking around like a 90-year-old grumpy grandpa, I'll grab one to spook the neighborhood kids. But seriously, hats off to Nikon for an amazing camera. After a long day pounding the pavement, it was the time for a little reward, so we swung by Whole Foods for some honey-roasted peanut butter. Oh yeah, I can almost hear your thoughts. No, it's not what it looks like. It smells amazing, tastes even better. Still skeptical? Okay, time to head back and unpack the goodies. We're hopping on the express bus, just an hour's ride, and we'll be right at our doorstep. Here they are. Got the Sign Steel 800T, and I also picked up Amber T800 and T200, which were totally new to me. To mix things up, I grabbed a couple of packs of this Kodak Fuji or Fujika Kodak. And speaking about 800T, the next video is going to be all about shooting with these two film stocks. I already got the photos ready to go, and trust me, they're a lot more appealing than this peanut butter situation. But really, the upcoming shots, there's something else. You're going to love them, I promise you. So make sure to stick around for that, and hey, drop me a comment with your thoughts, good or bad. I always appreciate your feedback. And if you're curious, catch me on Instagram, where it's mostly just snaps of, random cats doing their cat things in Instagram stories. Okay, take care and catch you in the next one. Bye.